here with you guys this afternoon. My goal today is to take you through some recipe applications that will be very applicable to your restaurant menus, and it's done in a very easy, low impact way. I have two different types. I have two SKUs that I want to take you through today. One is rooted in ethnic heritage, and the other one is a tried and true classic soup, and that's a sautéed onion and mushroom bisque that has really good flavor. It's got a great depth of mushroom, that sweetness from the caramelized onions, and that ethnic flavor that I'm talking about is going to be a Mexican street corn style soup. And I'm going to show you these two soups in two different applications that will be very easy for you to replicate on your menu. So I'm going to start with the sautéed onion and mushroom bisque, which would be a great application for any operator using it on their menu. And I want to show you a really quick way that you can use it. I have a little bit of flatbread, naan bread here. You're going to go back over to the side for me, so I can use a little bit of the cutting board. So if you have to, yeah, we'll move you right like that then. So I have some naan bread here, and I'm going to actually use the sautéed mushroom and onion bisque as a pizza topping or flatbread topping. So I'm just going to cut this in half, grab a quick sheet tray. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small amount of the sautéed onion and mushroom bisque, and I'm just going to put it right on top of the flatbread like so. So it makes a really good sauce. We're going to be sending some of this out for you to sample right now. Go ahead. And at the same time, I'm going to put my ones that you're going to taste in the oven right now while that's cooking. So the unique thing about this is I like to call it a 5-5-30 rule. The two recipes I'm going to show you today is going to be geared towards keeping your inventory streamlined, but as well as reducing your labor, but making the complexity in the back of your house really, really efficient. So that 5-5-30 rule is 5 ingredients or less, 5 procedural steps or less, and within 30 minutes you can have 12 to 24 recipes to be able to serve. So the flatbread I have right here for you. I got a little bit of the sautéed onion and mushroom bisque down. I'm going to put a little bit of watercress down. You can substitute baby spinach, kale, whatever you feel you have on hand. So just a little bit of that. Then I'm going to take some pulled chicken that could also be somewhat you call from a protein recovery if you're already using chicken on your menu. And you can interchange this with, you could do roasted pork carnitas. You could actually do shrimp with this as well. So just layer a little bit of pulled chicken on top. I'm going to go here next. I'm going to put a little bit of caramelized onions on this. When you get a second, you hand me the cheese. The cheddar, yep. And then I'm going to top it with a little bit of cheddar cheese. And then this just gets baked into the oven. And while this is cooking, I'm actually going to take you through our second soup. But we're going to go around and have you taste a little bit of this sautéed onion mushroom bisque. You're going to get that depth of that mushroom flavor and the sweetness of the caramelized onions that are in there. So while this is cooking, we'll let you taste that. And then we'll start on the next dish. One of the dishes that this Mexican street corn is rooted in ethnic food. When you see trends these days, you're seeing a lot of trends that are inspired with ethnic food. That being Mexican, it being Asian food. But within that Asian, you have that Thai, you have that Korean, you have Japanese, you have Chinese, and within that, you have that Mandarin and Cantonese. And what I love about this one, I said it was rooted in inspiration. About 22 years ago, when I was living in Mexico, I had an opportunity to have this really unique street food called elote. An elote is grilled or charred corn that has mayonnaise, chili, cilantro, cotija cheese, and it's got this really great burst of so many different vibrant flavors. And it's a dish that I never forgot about. So fast forward 22 years, we were looking at how can we start bringing a little bit more authenticity within that ethnic group and bringing more soups to life. And instantly, the Mexican street soup the Mexican street corn soup came to mind. And what we did is we kept the integral ingredients, the charred corn, the cotija cheese, the lime, and the cilantro, and the chili. And I'm happy to say we came out with an incredible cultural-inspired soup that is rooted in those same ingredients. We were just able to transpire them into this incredible soup that you're actually going to get to taste. But I'm also going to take you through a unique recipe idea that you can add to your menu, and it's a pork carnitas bowl using the Mexican street corn. So you're going to taste the soup and you're going to get sample the soup in a recipe, but these are just two recipes but there are many more that are behind it. And you can find all these recipes on the Campbell's Foodservice website. There's 5 recipes that that can be used for the Mexican street corn, and there's about 6 or 7 recipes that you can use for the sautéed onion and mushroom bisque. So the flatbread is cooking in the oven, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the Mexican street corn, and you're going to get to sample that too. Thank you. And the green peppers, I think that is them. No? Oh, okay. No, I'll use a little bit of that. Yep, some cilantro and that. So I'll get a little bit of oil here in the pan. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit more corn to the Mexican street corn carnitas bowl. Going to give it a little bit of sliced cilantro. And this is a really quick pickup. So I got cilantro, I got corn. I'm going to add a little bit of cotija cheese to this. I want it to actually melt into the corn mixture with the cilantro. Is there a little bit of tahini? Maybe it's under there. Is it under? No? All right. Ah, perfect. Oh, there's the microphone. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of chili to this. Just a little bit. And this is tahini, which is lime and chili. And what I want to show you here is I purposely left the soup kettles up on the table for a reason. And that reason is, as an operator, you can go right from the soup wells to your recipe application. So you're not having to hold the soup in 2 different locations. And now I'm just going to add the Mexican street corn soup to this. And now we're just going to let this simmer. And I'm just going to adjust the seasoning with a little bit of lime. Yep, we're just going to let that simmer. Thank you. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab out the flatbread for you so we can start looking at that. Let's see how it looks. Ah, this is beautiful. And this is the flatbread that we just built. I'm just going to let that one sit in there for another second. While the Mexican street corn is simmering, I'm going to cut the flatbread up for you to taste and sample. All right. Let's give this a quick shake. And again, when we talked about the easy application that this has for operators, what is really unique about it is, again, the recipes are very friendly to use. Again, it will streamline your inventory. It will definitely cut back on your labor because we're using ingredients that are very common. So our goal is to use very common ingredients that you probably already have in your pantry, but just to elevate them slightly. So I'm going to show you a presentational plate for the flatbread. And this is a great sharing menu idea that you can have as an appetizer or starter. And the good thing is we know we're in that day and age of third-party delivery, takeout, and we know that this flatbread, just like pizza will, travels very, very well. And now I'm going to give you this one to sample. Thank you. There we go. And I'll put these two to the side in case you come back for more. One more it is. There you go. You just wipe down here, and then I'll finish this Carnitas Bowl for you. So what I'm gonna do real quick is just give this a taste test, because I want that lime to really, really pop. Add a little bit of lime. There we go. Turn this down. Next, I'm just going to finish it with just a touch more cotija cheese. And again, these recipes are on the website. Thank you. And again, you can see in about 10 minutes, I just took you through 2 dishes. Very, very on trend, but also very easy to replicate. So the Carnitas Bowl, yep, perfect. And what I love about this Mexican street corn, A, it's on trend, and B, it's on trend again because it's customizable. When we do this recipe application with the bowl, we can customize and use pulled pork, we could use pulled chicken, you could do shrimp, you could do fish, and it's just so easy to work with. And again, minimal ingredients. Yep. You can put them right here, and then you can take them back. And I'll put the meat on it when it's on the tray. Perfect. There you go. Then we're going to give it a little sour cream. You can put a couple tortillas in there. All right. Yep. One more. All right. Is that the last one? Perfect. And a little bit of tortillas right to your left. To your right, I mean. Yep. All right. Go. And last but not least, we'll do a little cilantro after you do the chip. There you go. How many more? One more? There you go. Thank you. And there you have it. So Again, so this is what the Mexican street corn would look like. If you do it as a composed plate, you could definitely serve this as a lunch and or as a dinner entree. And we have a sampling coming out for you right now. A little bit of sour cream. Yep. And there you have it. So again, when we talk about changing the game, it's all going to be around the headwinds that food service operators are currently being inundated with, and that is labor, inventory, and as well as the skill of your labor in the back of the house. And what we want to do at Campbell's Food Service is become solution-oriented for food service operators. Again, and these are just two small examples of what Campbell's Food Service can do for operators. Thank you.